You betcha. So this should be interesting.
Again, we're ready for that final champion drive. Over in the East Ring, we need those first and second places for classes 20 to 28. We're still waiting on class 25.
Our class 1 is our blue gilt. Todd Smith, she'll be coming out here. Visionary shoot 'em. Kind of won that class pretty handily, if I recall.
Yes, that gilt sure did. We get a little comical here, but there's some definite good gilts in this group.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not some overfleshed hogs. I mean, I think they all meet at this level. They're holding it together pretty well.
Yep. You have to. I mean, I think people are smart enough to know if they have one that may be too far gone, and maybe not bring him on in. And yeah, there's no sense in ruining one to say you won a class or was fourth in class. People would do a good job of that, I think, and knowing where to draw the line. So.
Maybe waiting on a gilt out of one of the classes there.
Oh, let's roll. They'll get here.
Yeah.
Suppose we'll break a record on a gilt today. 37-1 or 37,000 is the record here, I believe, or 36,000 for the
corn price is kind of cheap
for the state fair.
If we had a better corn price.
Depends on what part of the country. The scouting report come out. Pro Farmer Tour. It's kind of interesting to see that. I get some wonderful updates on that from Chris, my buddy Chris Brubaker. He keeps me informed.
Nice.
I normally talk on a daily basis, and so not only a good friend, but he's actually my chemical rep. So
can't beat that.
Nope.
Some of these gilts in this division also too came out of some really deep classes.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what the sale lineup's going to do and how many people stay around.
Oh,
until after the 120th gilt sells.
You know there'll still be people here. There always
there's some pinhookers. Pinhook hogs.
Yep. Some pinhookers. Some dumpster divers? No, that's not how that should be put because the quality is too good.
Not dumpster quality.
Yeah. Try to huckleberry some youngster out of their hog. Here's the blue gilt of Tots. Here's the blue gilt of Tots coming. Morgan's gilt coming out of class 21.
Yep.
That's a Three Wishes He-Man. Go ahead.
Oh, you're doing just fine.
Okay. Veda Dishman coming out of class 22 with his Earl.
Class 23 winner, by Scott Westra.
Yep.
Rock Valley, Iowa.
Scott Westra with the bone in hand. No fair.
Class 24 winner.
24 is.
This is the one I like.
How do you spell that last name?
I don't know, but I like it called.
Zweifel?
Zweifel?
Fanny up swagger.
Oh, imagine that pedigree.
Yeah. That's okay. You raise them how you like them, and if that's how it ends up and you like them, you're probably going to use them. Class 25 is the Doherty Gilt, the Monumental 38.9 on a Trading Favors, and Class 26 is the 289.10, the McGraw Hog, which is a Prime Hollywood. Here comes the Cell Entry, which is the Trigger More Body, in Class 28. McKella and Dakota Riki Gilt from Avila. It was a Seize Control. That one might be. I don't know the bottom side of that by the way it reads, winter, but that one might be pure. They raised that gilt, I'm pretty sure. Cool.
Good livestock people.
Very good livestock people. Runs deep in the blood and the pedigree back in that deal.
It's required.
Mm-hmm. They're I'm not going to say it again. They're discussing, there we go, discussing the class, hashing it over. You think when you guys study these things, you know you're probably going to use two class winners, but do you think in any of this division there was a second class that's going to push out here?
Very well could be.
I mean, the class that Malcolm gets second in,
Yeah.
maybe that might be one that could come out here behind. Who won that class? The Wester Gilt won that class.
Yeah.
Might be one that could come back out here and might compete to be that reserve bull if that one may happen to win. So
Yeah.
they're done talking it over, hashing it out. And here's Ryan with his comments on his senior division.
Another tremendous division. Again, everybody look in. We need to study these gilts. As Jesse and I talked, we try to push the extremes and make these drastic changes. We try to keep this a fast-paced industry. We try to make barrows to win majors every go-around. We try to make fours that make a difference. We try to make these gilts that are unique, but we got to keep them functional. And I think these gilts do that. I think they're extreme yet functional. There was a class we thought was extremely deep. Jesse and I fought back and forth. We like the pair in that class extremely well. There's a gilt out here that I think is the epitome of the direction we need to head in terms of making them the right length of body, still elevated, ones that are comfortable, incredible rib shape, incredible dimension, big backed, ultra good looking. This 494-9 is going to be grand. Congratulations.
I don't know. Maybe they are going to pair them up. He just said that.
Very well.
That's the one I thought maybe as a pair would be one that comes out. Because this Malcolm Gilt's pretty good too, and they like that pair.
The
So.
bone in hand on a war or no fair.
Yeah,
so
bone in
that's
hand
the
on
Malcolm Gilt comes back out, and that's the Earl.
Yep. Be good for the Earl. I mean, that one had a lot of success today.
Yeah.
Maybe not one here, but maybe we'll slip one in a division here and move up here. So they're talking it over. I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, obviously that one's in the mix from what he just said there on the mic. So we'll see what they end up doing.
Yeah. You know, Todd Smith and his gilt there coming at you. I mean, that one's got a extraordinarily good hip and hind leg. And,
She will have friends no matter what.
yeah. her
Not only
generating
because
potential is
the
awesome.
quality is good. There's obviously power in the pedigree per se, and being blue on top of it will help extremely well for that one in the auction block this afternoon. So
It'll be interesting. I'm, this crossbred, I think this has been a really, really good show.
here's Ryan with his comments for reserve.
We bring that second place gilt out, that black-headed gilt coming across the middle of the ring. Study her uniqueness, how wide pin she is and how secure she is in her hock. I'd drive barrels or have our kids drive barrels all day long to that hip and hind leg. She's definitely in contention for reserve in this division. I think I'm going to talk about another gilt we like quite a bit. We like this 513-9 a lot. Study her from the side, one that's extremely attractive and very comfortable on her hind leg. We talk about one that adding power and feature and just sheer stoutness, yet keeping her practical in her build and loosen her joints. One that's very comfortable as she moves across the ring. I think there's 5 or 6 out here they're all in contention. Study these gilts. Let's let the sale reflect it. I think the gilt that's going to be reserved is going to be that black-headed gilt that followed the class winner. She'll be reserved, 126-9. Congratulations.
All right. Brett Vickery, the Yoda,
Yeah,
projecting and predicting. And,
it's a good pair
all
of
that-
gilts, folks.
Yeah, that's a real nice pair of gilts. So did you find out?
Who was the Wester Gilt was in class? What class was that?
That was in class 23.
23.
Was the champion, and then the reserve champion there was in the same class, and that was the Malcolm Farms entry 126-9.
Do you have the intermediates? We'll get them here as we bring them back out. Yep.
Go to